Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Zulkarnain Khedo from Sindh University Campus, Lakana, batch 2K19 LCS 43. Subject Basic Electrons. Topics: Introduction to Basic Electrons, Basic Electronic Components, Applications of Basic Electronic, Difference between Electric and Electrons, Battery and its Types. Introduction. Basic Electrons. Basic electronics is the branch of science that deals with the study of flow of current. Basic electrons compares the minimal electrons components that make up a part of everyday electronics equipment. These electronic components include resistors, transistors, compactor, diodes, indicator, and transformers powered by a battery. They are designed to work under certain physics law and principles. Brief history of electronic and its development. Electronics actual history began with the invention of vacuum dioid by J.A. Fleming in 1897, and after that a vacuum dioid was implemented by Lee for us to amplify electrical signal. This led to the introduction to electrode and pentode tubes that dominated the world until the World War II. Subsequently, the transistor era began with the Junction transistor invention in 1948. Even though this particular invention got a Nobel Prize, yet it was later replaced with a bulky vacuum tube that would consume high power for its operation. The use of germanium and selection materials made these transistors gain the popularity and wide acceptance usage in different electric circuits. The subsequent years witnessed the invention of the integrated circuits ICs that drastically changed the electronic circuits nature as the entry electronic circuit got integers on a signal chip, which resulted in low cost size and weight electronic device. The years 1958 to 1975 marked the introduction of IC with enlarged capabilities of over several thousand components on a single chip, such as small scale integration, medium large scale, and very large scale integration ICs, and the trend further carried forward with the chips and MOSFETs this that were developed during 1951 to 1958 by improving the device designing process and by making more reliable and powerful transistors. Digital integers circuit were yet another robust IC development that changed the overall architecture of computers. These ICs were developed with the transistor logic, integer injection logic, total and emitter coupled logical technologies. Later, these digital ICs employed PMOS, NMOS, and CMOS fabrication design technologies. All these radical changes in all these components lead to the introduction of a microprocessor in 1969 by Intel. Soon after, the long integrated circuits were developed, introduced, introduced and operational amplifier for and along signal processing. These along circuit including along multiplier ADS and DAS converters and along filters. This is all about the fundamental understanding of this electronical history. Number two, basic electronic components. Vacuum tube. Vacuum tube and electron tube valve or tube. This is a device that controls electric current flow in a high vacuum between electrodes to an electric potential difference has been applied. A transistor is a device that regulates current or voltage flow and act as a switch or gate for electronic signal. Transistors consist of three layers of a semiconductor material, each capable of carrying a current. Resistors. A resistor is a passive two terminal electrical component. The implements electric resistors as a circuit element in electronic circuit. Resistors are used to reduce current flow, adjust signal level to divide voltage, wise active elements, and terminate transmission lines, among other uses. ICs. An integrated circuit or IC and small chip that can function as an amplifier, oscillator, timer, microprocessor, or even computer memory. An IC is a small wafer usually made of silicon that can hold anywhere from hundreds to million of transistors, resistors, and computer circuits. Processor. A processor CPU is the logic circuitry that responds to and processing the basic instructions that drive a computer. The CPU is seen as the main and most crucial integral circuitry chip in a computer, as it is responsible for interpreting most of computer commands. Applications of electronics. Office gadgets such as calculators, personal computer, scanners and prints, fax machine, print, projector, etc. Home appliances such as washing machine, refrigerator, air conditioner, microwave, oven, vacuum cleaner, etc. Audio and video systems such as handphone, VCRs, DVD player, color TVs, microphone and loudspeaker, video game consoles. Advanced consumer devices such as set-top box, ATM, dishwasher, smartphones, PDA, personal digital instrument, barcode scanner, POS terminals. Storage device for optical playback and taping and portable entertainment. Examples are DVDs, HDD, jukebox, portable MP3 player. Industrial electronic medical applications, metrological and oceanographic, defense and aerospace, automatic consumer electronics is having a great scope, and without electronic gadgets our daily lives cannot happen. The technology is advancing quickly in the field of semiconductors, and upgraded electronic applications will shape the world. Difference between electric and electrons. The major difference between the electrical and electrons device is that the electrical devices convert the electrical energy into the other form of energy like heat, light, sound, etc. Whereas the electrical device controls the flow of electrons for for performing the particular task. The other difference between the electrical and electrical device and illustrated below in the comparison chart. The electrical and electrons both are interrelated with each other. The electrical is the flow of electrons, and the electric is the technique of controlling the flow of electrons or doing the particular work. The working principles of the of them we same. I uses the electrical energy for doing work. Battery. A battery is a device consisting of a one or more electrochemical cells with external conduction connections for powering electrical devices such as flashlights, mobile phones, and electric cars. When a battery is supplying electric power, its positive terminal is the cathode, and its negative terminal is it anode. How many types of batteries? There are two types of batteries. Batteries are basically classified into two types: non-rechargeable batteries, primary batteries; rechargeable batteries, secondary batteries. Use of batteries. Uses of batteries including providing backup power during power outage. At home, the batteries are typically wired to electrical appliances. If power goes down, these applicants still receives power. For example, many customers have energy rates that change based on the time of the day. The end. Thanks.